We're at the Nurburgring. I've just come out through the barrier and now we are going for it.
Now you'll have to excuse the camera if it judders a bit, but it's quite hard to hold on sometimes, flying around these corners at speed. Now we've got to be careful coming down to one of these, not this first corner, this is the hill. Hello, I'm going to pass the first, oh, excuse me.
First car,
first corner. Into a right. Now we did a lap, this is our second lap around, and the first time we came round, excuse me, there's some British guys here, hard right, back end steps. There were some British guys here who, I think it's the left, no it's not the left-hander up here, he made this left-hander.
Yeah, you did make this left-hander.
But this left goes into a sweeping right, which is, the track is very slidey today. It goes into a sweeping right, and then there's another left-hander at the bottom. Now we saw three British guys, one was in the Vauxhall, it was a Monaro, one's in a Mitsubishi Evo, and one was in an Impreza. And now the Impreza did in fact total it on his first lap on this very corner coming up here.
He was just down here, wasn't it? I reckon he must have lost it here.
He lost it here.
And then went straight across.
He's gone into that barrier there and failed to make this corner, which we've just successfully negotiated.
And the authorities want €15,000 for the barrier.
They do want €15,000, which we've been talking to them, we all think it's a little bit excessive. I think it's because of the fact that he has a British plate. There's probably some very fine small print somewhere. That's, oh Christ, oh again, the camera's hitting the roof, hitting me. I got all sorts of things flashing on it saying hold it bloody steady. But it's not as easy as it looks. I've got my feet wedged firmly in the footwell trying to steady myself, because obviously I can't hold on to anything. Ben has the luxury of being able to hold on to a steering wheel and know exactly when the car's going to be turning, because it's him that's turning it. This is the sharp right with the gravel runoff, which it looks like a lot of people have run off onto.
Trying to save the tyres a bit more this time.
Yeah, we did have the tyres squealing quite a lot the first lap round, and when we got off they were extremely hot and
extremely
bubbled on the outside edges, obviously because they are normal road going tyres. And I think this is the video, oh crap, this is the video that Emma will not want to watch. Yeah. But knowing Ben, he's going to end up showing her anyway, much to her protests.
Must catch the Mini! Must catch the Mini!
We don't know if you can hear the tyre squeal. I'm not sure how good the camera, the microphone's going to be on the camera if I open the window slightly. Obviously, because this is classed as a normal German toll road,
Someone's been off there.
Yeah, normal laws do apply while driving on this, what is a public road. So there is speed limits in places. Coming down when you come to the end of the lap to come off the track, there is speed limits. That's quite a heavy incline. And there's also, you're only allowed to overtake on the left. Oh, bloody hell. No, that's not.
Is it not?
No, it's not. Now, when we came around this bit of the track the first time, there was two BMWs. One was an old 3 Series and one was a newer, still quite old, but a newer 3 Series. Easy now. And they blatantly knew the track, because we weren't obviously going slow, but they went past us pretty quickly and continued on very quickly.
90.
Yeah, this is a 90 sign there, so we have a speed limit here. There's obviously a lot of accidents on this bend. And obviously this now twists around up the hill and it's a very sharp right over a very funny camber at the top, if I remember rightly. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of blind. We can't see where we're going until we're over it. And it is straight into a left, which I'm not sure how it wasn't too bad left. That looks quite tight.
Yeah. Tight.
And tightens.
Yeah.
Tightens to a tightening right-hander up another hill. Now the incline, obviously I'm not sure how good it's going to come out, but it is fairly steep. You just can't appreciate this when you're playing the Xbox.
Oh, he's going to pass me again.
Then he'll obviously bleep out the swearing. really do need to be able to hold this camera more steady. I would put the camera on the front of the dash and hold it there, because then the camera will move with the car. But that would involve me leaning forward, which I can't really do very easily. 13 kilometre sign we've just passed. I'm not sure if that's how much we've just travelled or how much is left. Whoa, easy. Remember, the 13 kilometre sign then goes into a sharp right. We'll remember that on the next lap. My arm is beginning to hurt. Obviously, every time you see the camera fly up and down, that's
into the carousel.
Quite clearly a big crest that we've got over. Oh, it's very bumpy around the edge of the carousel there.
I'm going to meet some time up there because he's behind me quite a way back.
This is harder than it looks. Whoa, easy now, rude boy. Right.
Yeah.
So it always helps when we can't see where the track goes to basically look at the fence line. There were also certain areas on the track where there's some spectators. How they've got to those points, I really don't know, but there's quite a few spectators with cameras, so it must be, every time we see a person, we're kind of a bit more edgy, because they're obviously stood there because lots of cars go off and crash at those points. Like this one here. And we'll give them a bit of tyre squeal. Like this one is quite sharp. And we are stepping out. Obviously the Quattro 4Motion is kicking in rather nicely. And transferring power to the wheels where we need it the most. Blind crest, going right into, we don't know yet, it goes left. There's some bumps and, oh, quite a lot of gravel on the track there.
Yeah.
So someone's clearly hit this, oh shit, that's why.
ABS.
That was a crest there, obviously left, the wheels had very little weight on them from the car. They were going over the crest, so obviously people are obviously missing braking points. Oh, another big dip. Oh. This film is going to be awful watching it on a TV. You really do have to come here and appreciate this for yourself. That tightens up around there into a left. We don't know where it goes because we can't see. Tightens again. Now, we haven't been timing ourselves, obviously, because should we have the misfortune of an accident, timing devices are generally what invalidates any insurance. We are insured normally, being as it is a public road, but I don't think the insurance company quite intended a public road ever to be like this. That's us now coming to the end of the lap. We haven't timed it, but I'm sure we can get the stopwatch on this video when we're back. No, we're now going to hit a 130 speed limit. And we're coming back up behind an MX-5 which came out earlier. There's two of those MX-5s here. Mazda Driving School, I think it said. One has the number 1 on the side and one has the number 2.
Number 2.
And this is the longest straight on the track, which is speed limited because it's the entrance and exit. We can see further up, if you go over to the left hand side of the track there's a toll barrier on the track for people with season tickets to just carry on, but we have to pull off and go through the toll barriers off the track, so we can never actually do a full lap. I'm going to kill the camera now because we're not sure if we're allowed camera equipment.